One sunny morning, Thomas the Tank Engine was puffing his way to Brendam Docks. He had a very important job to do. He was to collect the Fat Controller's car and deliver it to the show. The Fat Controller's car had been returned after being repaired, washed and polished. It looked as good as new. Thomas arrived as Rocky the crane was lifting the car onto the flatbed. "I can't wait to deliver it to the show," said Thomas. "Are you sure you don't want any help?" asked Gordon. "That car may be important, but it could be heavy." "No, thank you," said Thomas. "I'll be alright. That car doesn't look heavy to me. Anyway, you're taking the bandstand." "I can still help," said Gordon. "I don't need your help," said Thomas. "I'll be fine." "Don't say I didn't warn you," said Gordon, and puffed away. "He's right, Thomas," said Rocky. "The car could be heavy, so you could do some help." "I don't need help," said Thomas crossly, and let out a great wheeze of steam. Soon the car was loaded onto the flatbed. "Hooray!" cheered Thomas. "Now I can get a move on." "Hold on, Thomas," said Rocky. "You've got to wait till we coupled up." But Thomas didn't think that was important, and he set off with the car. "Must get to the show, must get to the show," said Thomas as he puffed his way out of Brendam Docks. "Right, Thomas," called Rocky. "Beat!" cried the workmen. But Thomas didn't hear them. He was already out of the docks. Soon Thomas was puffing his way down the track. Thomas puffed under a bridge. Some children waved to him. "Hooray for the car!" they cheered. He passed a field of cows. "Moo," they said. Soon Thomas came to Gordon's Hill. This was the fastest way to get to the show. He heaved, he huffed and puffed, and soon had to admit that Gordon was right. The car was heavy. Soon he reached the top. Then there was trouble. "Oh no!" cried Thomas. The Fat Controller's car sped away from Thomas and rolled down the other side of the hill all on its own. Thomas was shocked. "Oh no!" he cried. "Come back!" he shouted as he set chase at once. Up the line, Percy was waiting at a signal. Arthur was nearby shunting trucks of fish. Suddenly, Percy called out, "Look out!" The runaway car sped past. "Whoa!" cried Arthur as his wheels spun backwards and hit the bumpers. "Ouch!" he shouted. Fish flew everywhere. "Oh no!" cried Arthur. "My fish!" Thomas raced through the junction. "Sorry, Arthur," he called. "Catch that car!" called Arthur. Thomas raced past. The runaway car sped on down the track. Thomas raced as fast as he could. "Come back!" he cried. "Come back!" Worse was to come. Men were up ahead repairing the line. Thick mud was everywhere. Rosie was helping the men to clear the tracks. "I hope we get done soon," she smiled. Suddenly there was a rumbling sound and the car sped towards her. "Look out!" cried the foreman, but it was too late. Mud flew everywhere. "Oh no!" cried Rosie. Rosie was covered in mud and very cross. "Sorry, Rosie," called Thomas as he raced past. More mud flew everywhere. "Silly tank engine," said Rosie crossly. The runaway car sped towards the junction. Gordon was waiting there. "Whoa!" cried Gordon. Suddenly, the car hit the buffers and flew off into a haystack. "Oh no!" cried Thomas. "Where's it gone?" Gordon laughed. "It flew into the haystack," he laughed. "It was very funny, but now I'm running late." And he puffed away. Thomas puffed up to the field. He saw the car in the haystack. "Oh no!" cried Thomas. "I've lost the Fat Controller's car, and now it won't be in time for the show. I need Rocky." So he puffed back to the docks. But then Thomas stopped. "But I'm not strong enough to pull Rocky," he said. "I need help." Gordon puffed back up the line, feeling very proud of himself. Thomas was very sad when he arrived. He was looking miserable. "What's wrong, Thomas?" asked Gordon. "You were right, Gordon," said Thomas. "That car was heavy, and I do need help now. Please, can you go and get Rocky?" "No problem," said Gordon, and puffed away. Soon Gordon puffed back up the line with Rocky. Rocky was very pleased to be helpful again. Soon they arrived to help. Rocky lifted the car out of the haystack, and Thomas watched as Rocky lifted the car onto the flatbed. "Be patient this time," said Rocky. Soon the car was loaded. "Gordon," said Thomas, "would you like to deliver the car? You'll do a much better job than me." Gordon knew delivering the car was important, but then he had a better idea. "Let's do it together," he said. "I'll show you what to do." Together, Thomas and Gordon puffed towards the show. They arrived just in time. The fat controller was pleased, and everyone cheered. "Well done, Thomas and Gordon," he smiled happily. Gordon whistled, and Thomas gave a big toot of his own. "Thank you, Gordon," said Thomas. "You were right. Even the important jobs need help." Gordon smiled happily.